To earn money from what you know, you need to share what you know with other people. If you don't share what you know, how are they going to know what you know? Which means at some point you have to create and share content. But how do you do that effectively? In this video, I'll share the best 7 content creation planning ideas for thought leaders. And best of all, I'll do it inside 10 minutes. Let's go. Oh, hang on. Before we do that, this is part 6 in our 7-part series on the content creation canvas. Now let's go. Number 1, think conversations, not content. Most people think about their content the wrong way. They think it's all about churning out another post, another video, another episode. Churn, churn, churn. But this is why their content is boring, generic, and nobody takes any notice. Instead of thinking about content creation, think conversations. Thought leaders lead with their ideas, and they do this by leading conversations. Stop thinking about individual pieces of content and start thinking about the narrative, the story arc, and the conversation. This way, you'll be able to create content that flows like a Netflix series that attracts people and keeps them coming back again and again to find out what happens in the next episode. Start your content creation planning by thinking in terms of conversations. Number 2, stop wasting your time. It takes a lot of time, effort, and energy to create content on a regular basis. But too many people waste all of this effort by only publishing their content once. That's a waste of time. You absolutely, positively must repurpose, reuse, and recycle every single piece of your content to get the best return from your efforts. But too many people do this the wrong way. They write a post and publish it, and then in a couple of months, they publish the same thing. That's just plain lazy. What I mean by repurpose is to turn your content into something else so that it has multiple uses. For example, every blog post could become a page in a book, and every video could be transcribed into a podcast. Start your content creation planning by thinking about repurposing your content before you create it. Number 3, choose your tools. Most people write their content. It's fast and it's easy, but that doesn't mean it's the best way for you. There are 2 problems here. The first is that most people are tongue-tied when they start writing. And the second is, who wants to read more words? There are 4 types of content you can create. The first one's words. The second is video. The third is audio. And the 4th is designs, either images or graphics. To work out which is best for you, ask yourself, which one best positions you to sell your services? If you're a speaker, then showing yourself on a video speaking is an obvious example. And if you're a designer, then we want to see your designs. If this is not so clear-cut, like you're a coach, then you need to look for your strengths and start to develop your signature style. Start your content planning by choosing the best way to promote yourself. Number 4 things to create. The big question everyone wants answered around their content creation is, what should I create content about? This is one of the big reasons why I created the content creation canvas. It was designed to help you create both your thought leadership IP and your content marketing material. The previous 4 videos should tell you what to create your content about. Your client value statement asks the question, what do you help your clients achieve? Your context shift asks, what transformation do you want your clients to make? Your manifesto is all about how you help your clients win. And your capital content is all about how do you attract new clients and keep your existing ones for longer. Start your content creation planning by creating your IP and your manifesto. Number 5, find your best cycle. A lot of people will tell you that the more content you create, the better. Well, maybe. Your birthday is a special day, and it's special partly because it only happens once a year. If you had your birthday every single day of the year, then it probably wouldn't be that special anymore. Consistent content is better than more content. This way you can build your own rhythm and you can set your clients' expectations. There are 4 natural cycles to consider here. The first one is daily, which is great for social media posts. The second is weekly, which is my preferred cycle, where I produce 1 video, 1 blog post, and 1 email newsletter. Third is monthly, which is great for a bigger report. I used to use this when I was running Book Wrapper to produce 1 book summary every month. And the fourth one is annual or yearly. It's great for turning your smaller bite-sized content chunks into bigger products or services. For example, 1 blog post a week will make a great book within a year. Start your content creation planning by defining your cycle. Number 6, the 3 platforms. Most people want to know what platform to publish on. Should you be on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, or Snapchat? I think it's crucial that you have 1 fixed address so people can always find you there. You need a home base. Traditionally, this was your website, but nowadays you can build your entire business on a single social platform. But which one is best? There's an old saying that says you shouldn't put all of your eggs in 1 basket, because if that basket falls over, you could lose the lot. No! That's why I recommend having all 3 of these platforms in place: a website, an email list, and a social platform. Then it's up to you to decide how much time and effort you put into each one. For example, you might have a 1-page website, or you might have a website with all the bells and whistles. Start your content creation planning by defining your home base. Number 7, pass the sentence test. Creating strategy is not easy. There are always a lot of choices, a lot of options, and a lot of competing priorities. But the more complex your strategy, the less likely you are to be successful with it. Ideally, you need to keep your strategy simple enough so that you can always remember it. You need your strategy to pass the sentence test. Simply put, you need to be able to describe your strategy in a single sentence. My example goes like this. Each week, I publish 1 video to YouTube, 1 blog post to my website, and I send out 1 email newsletter. That's it. It says what I'm publishing, where I'm publishing, and how often I'm publishing. Finish your content creation planning by stating your strategy in a single sentence. And once you've passed the sentence test, then you can head on to the next video in this series where we'll define the behaviors and the actions you need to take to fulfill your content creation plan. Did I make it? The 7 best content creation planning ideas for thought leaders in under 10 minutes. Yep, too easy. 1 minute to spare. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.